Hello, Fromily. This is Ellen the Marvelous, the Movie Gangstar. And of course, I'm alive. Again, war. It seems Iran is not a kingdom, even not a country. This is Persian Gulf you're fighting in. Hope you understand. Persian Gulf. The Gulf where you can find most precious coral islands, most variety of marine life, and the most important, the oil underneath. Yes, this is Persian Gulf, not Al-Khalij Al-Arabi. And no offense, I'm an Iranian. Again, there is an ongoing war in my country. Even news doesn't cover the incident properly. People in the south of Iran are in absolute danger. There is no electrical power, therefore there is no power to pump the water. By the way, this is not from land, but the kingdom of Persia. And this is Ellen, and I am a drama and movie director and also screenwriter. And now I want to present you another review breakdown on From TV show to discuss you more about colors and their functions in the story, and also the real identity of the man in yellow and Sophia, all based on Jungian theory of archetypes and individuation process. I already explained in details in my From the Institute review collection. You can watch for more. First, before any other missiles hit, like the video and share it to your friends and Fromily community. Subscribe to my channel to support me, be my voice from Iran that they want chuck in my throat. And if you want to see more reviews from me, don't forget to push the bell to get notified when I uploaded a new review. And let's begin. The color-coded phases connect directly and completely to the Jungian individuation process. In fact, Carl Jung did not just find a connection, he stated the spiritual alchemy is the ancient symbolic language for the psychological process of individuation. You can find in his precious book named The Red Book, which is all about colors, drawings, and finally, soul alchemy. Whether capitalized as individuation, referring to Jung's formal psychological framework, or lowercase individuation as the generational human journey of self-discovery, the meaning is identical. It is the lifelong psychological process of integrating your conscious mind with your unconscious mind to become a whole, indivisible person. Jung spent the later years of his life translating alchemical texts because he realized ancient alchemists weren't just trying to turn lead into the gold. They were accidentally documenting the human psyche. Here is exactly how the color phases map onto the stages of Jungian individuation.
But first we have to talk. There are things you need to know about where you are, about the way things are now. This, unfortunately, is going to be the worst conversation of your life. Do you believe in monsters?
Blackening, Niggerdo, encountering the shadow. This individuation stage is absolute first mandatory step of psychological maturity. You must confront your own shadow, the dark, repressed, split off, and unacknowledged parts of your personality. The psychological shift that happens in this stage is that your ego identity shatters. You realize that the flaws, evils, and problems you used to blame on other people as a projection actually lives inside you. It feels like a desperation or psychological death.
You ever wonder if Abby was right?
What'd you say?
What if it's all just a dream?
How the fuck did you...
Whitening, albedo, integrating the anima or animus. This is the second individuation stage, which once the ego is humbled by the shadow, you dive deeper into the collective unconscious to meet your inner opposite gender archetype, the anima in men or animus in women. The psychological shift that happens in this stage is intellectual purification. You separate your thoughts from your raw animal emotions. You stop projecting your ideal man or ideal woman onto external partners like twin flames or soulmates and begin to cultivate those traits within yourself.
They're all me. These were the lives that I lived here.
Some of them, and many more. Look at them closely. What do you see?
Yellowing, the Trinitas, challenging the wise old man, great mother. This is the third individuation stage that is about the transition from reflective moonlight of the white phase to the solar power of the yellow phase. Psychologically, you encounter the archetypes of object wisdom, which calls the wise old man or spiritual mother. The psychological shift that happens in this stage is that you develop true ego awareness and psychological autonomy. You no longer look to society, parents, or romantic partners for validation. You discover that you possess your own inner authority and spiritual goal.
Listen to me. Listen. We are going to look out for each other, okay? You and me, we're going to take care of each other. I don't know. But we're going to figure it out together. Okay? Okay. Okay, come here.
Reddening, rubedo, realizing the self. This is the fourth stage and is the absolute climax of the individuation process. This is the mystical marriage where all opposites, conscious, unconscious, masculine, feminine, light and dark, are permanently synthesized. The psychological shift in that stage is that you achieve the archetype of the self. You are no longer just an ego reacting to the world, you are a complete integrated soul. This is symbolized by the birth of the philosopher's stone, the Sufi archetype, or the creation of a perfect psychological mandala. In Carl Jung's teachings, Sophia is a Greek word for wisdom, is the ultimate symbol of psychological maturity, inner authority, and complete integration. She is not an external goddess, but rather the highest evolutionary stage of the human soul on its path towards wholeness. Jung wrote that this peak level of consciousness is rarely fully achieved. It requires navigating the intense alchemical color phases I explained earlier.
Have you ever wondered if maybe this is all just a dream?
The anima is the feminine in man, connects a man to his emotional depth, intuition, creativity, and capacity for relatedness. If it's balanced, it makes a man empathic, imaginative, and in touch with his feelings. If unbalanced, it can lead to a sudden mood swings, irrational feelings, or projecting unrealistic feminine ideals such as femme fatale or damsel in distress onto real-life women. The animus as the masculine in a woman connects a woman to her capacity for rational thought, self-knowledge, and assertive action. If it's balanced, it gives a woman courage, conviction, and the ability to stand up for her beliefs. But if it's unbalanced, it can manifest as rigid, dogmatic opinions, harsh self-criticism, or projecting an aura of ultimate authority and power onto men. These inner forces are often hidden from our conscious awareness. Here I need also to mention on the 4 stages of the soul. To understand Sophia, you must look how Jung mapped out development of the anima as the unconscious feminine archetype in a man or the soul image in a human psychology. Jung noted that a person's inner psyche evolves through 4 distinct figures. The physiological soul. The soul is tied purely to the base instinct, physical survival, motherhood, and raw attraction. Hellen of Troy, the romantic phase. The soul is projected onto an idealized erotic fantasy of beauty, romance, and intense aesthetic infatuation. Mary, the devotional. The soul elevates into spiritual devotion, lasting relationships, and moral, ethical responsibility. And the 4th stage is Sophia as the integrated wisdom. The final transformation where the soul ceases to look outward for fulfillment. For women, Jung mapped a parallel 4-stage path for the animus inner masculine, where the final Sophia equivalent manifests as fraction of pure spiritual meaning and guidance. When a person triggers the Sophia archetype within themselves, several profound psychological shifts occurs. The end of projection. For most of your life, you place your truth, happiness, and validation into the hands of other people, for example, teachers, parents, or romantic partner. When you reach the Sophia stage, you stop expecting an external person to save or complete you. You realize the divine partner you were hunting for was your own unawakened mind.
Victor's mother left this place and she never came back. Whatever she went to do, she never came back. Victor had to grow up here alone. If that happens to you.
I know. That's what I need you to tell me, that it's okay for me to go. I have to try this, Jim, please.
Instead, the unconscious mind overwhelming you with chaotic emotions, anxieties, or obsessive infatuations, inner feminine now acts as a peaceful guide. She mediates between your conscious ego and deep spiritual wisdom. Sophia creates internal coherence. Your logical, analytical, fact-driven mind, which calls logos, smoothly cooperates with your deep, intuitive, meaning-seeking heart, which is Sophia.
But I was the one who stayed here holding our kids together while you ran off trying to deal with whatever it was you were doing.
No. You make it sound like I went on a fucking vacation. I came to you. I asked for your fucking permission. I was just trying to save our daughter.
Did it ever occur to you that maybe we could have done things together? No, Because you wanted to do it on your own. You want to do everything on your own. That's why you...
That's why what?
According to Jungian analysis note, that someone operating in the Sophia stage possesses complete inner stability, because they have no unhealed wounds or desperate needs for external approval. Toxic manipulative individuals like monsters can no longer hook or control them. You arrive at the yellowing phase of a raw personal power. However, yellowing is just dawn of the sun. The journey only completes when that solar energy turns into the ridge.
Have you ever wondered if maybe this is all just a dream?
Because what happens next is my favorite part.
Dream a little dream of me.
This is that mystical marriage where the masculine and feminine within you are permanently unified. Out of marriage, Sophia is born as the living philosopher's stone. This philosopher's stone is a metaphor Jung chooses to define his blueprint. And here I'm going to tell you this philosopher's stone maybe is that talisman. I thought I need to dive deeper into the Jungian individuation process and create an archetype map for you to show how this rigged game works in this cursed Fromland. That everything happens to us always is a projection of our own actions echoing from the past that create false and toxic patterns and repeats itself over and over again. Sometimes not only because we don't know about them, but it's all about how to choose this time and how to react. And maybe the pattern repeats itself through generations as costs a person's lifetime to correct them wrongs. As Kenny mentions to Chrissy in the pilot episode,
denial is a major branch of our family tree.
And how much you dig deeper, you find another root and another branch involved. This is the only reason that Capita shouldn't dug that hole. Because the moment she dug that hole and visited the tunnels, a boss arrived to the town and other storylines added up. Only one Elgin messed the hell out of the citizens. They already had a freaky girl with a knife who was killed her brother. Sarah was enough. Also, all Fromland's structure leans on its population. Next time she walked through that bottle tree, brought Henry, Victor's father with the man whom shouldn't be there at the first place. Man in yellow this time has came as Sophia to remind them it's time to grow, leave the past and move through. And because of that, the boy in white must lose.
If you are anything other than some bedtime fucking story that we tell ourselves, then you will tell me why.
Because what happens next is my favorite part.
Somebody's watching me.
Fromland is all about balance. The moment Megan and her mother died, Matthew's family arrived to the town, another family, but they had a son also, Ethan. 2 episodes later, comes kill the boy. It's an urgency in that, as the boy threatens Sarah to kill his brother if she doesn't kill the boy immediately. But as she couldn't, she had to kill her own brother with her own hands, only to keep the population balanced. Even in season 4 episode 1, the first thing we discover is the number of people alive in the town as 47, and it's exact the same with the time duration of Victor's residence.
47.
What?
I did a count when we were doing interviews about Telly. We have 47 people.
47.
Based on what we saw and heard between Kenny and Boyd, there are 47 residences in the town. Kenny mentioned on him and Acosta did a count when they were investigating and interviewing people about Tilly's death, and the number was 47. Exactly the same with the years Victor has spent in Fromland. Here we all got all of our answer about Tilly too. It means Tilly is a woman maybe belongs to Victor's time who delivered a baby exact the same with Fatima. Seems she was saved. But how it happened? We know that she had cancer. Then she just came here by bus to spend her last days in Fromland. Or maybe helping another mama who is delivering baby to replace with Smiley Monster now. Or maybe this is a cycle that happens every 47 years. The story has been written before. Everything is happening the same. Different people, different roles. And there it goes.
Yeah.
Good. Keeping her up.
Mm-hmm. You're doing a great job, you know. The way you handled everything tonight. You're gonna be a great mom.
You're pregnant?
Yeah. How did you know?
Sweetie, I've had 4 kids and 7 grandchildren. I know an expecting mother when I see one.
Now, if there is a story that has been written before, it means that the characters are players of someone else's game, and these people are rebuilding it over and over again, as they don't have any authority on their own personal lives. As Boyd says, we are all in this together. By this way, the meaning of a leader is meaningless, because this is all someone else's plans, like some fated events, repeating over and over again. When these people are in someone else's story, it means they are not themselves and they all acting through their own shadows to integrate them by finding balance between anima and animus to define their individual self. Because as they moving through their shadows, their character has been defined by their persona. For now, I think this is enough for the review. I only wanted to show you the blueprint or structure of the game in progress in Fromland. I will explain more in my further reviews. I just haven't get back my voice properly and speaking is hard for me. Like the video if you like it and share to support me. And subscribe to my channel to watch more. This is Ellen the Marvelous, the Movie Gangstar. See you in my next review. For now, love and light in peace.